I'll see if their quests are low. I just want to do a low level one at the moment. And I have been going around over time and just kind of like leveling up the respective quests. Because what we were doing is like one player on the server would go and collect a quest from wherever, and then we'd share it, and then we'd go and complete it. And you get the XP with the trader for completing the quests as a group. And they kind of like continue to level up that way. So it would save us a little bit of time in having to go there initially because everybody could spread out and just go to a different. What, there's a loot bag over here. They could go to a different trader, pick up a quest, and they only have to go past the trader to be able to hand it back in. So it's not so bad. It's kind of a good thing in a sense that we're all a bit spread out in that way. I like driving my bike. There was a hole back there in the ground. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Piggy. We're probably near my Blood Moon base if that's the case. If there's a hole in the ground randomly. I was actually pretty concerned when I had to do a buried supply quest right next to the Horde base that I made. I was worried that they were just going to tunnel in and destroy the integrity of my building, but they never did. It must have been far enough out of the radius, luckily. Alright, so now we're in the green. Jesus, it's almost nighttime too. And I haven't been down in the green for ages at night. Last time I was down here, I was mining. Oh my god, you know what I should do? Is take you for a goddamn detour. Bedrock Falls. Let's go over there. I have to show you guys my goddamn bedrock mine. I've been completely forgetting about this. I've been thinking about it because I don't have any screenshots or anything of this. And 11. But it's way over here in like in the green, and it'll be fine. It's on the way, kinda. Yeah, I got mine happy one day, and I kind of wondered what would happen if I got all the way down to the bedrock, and what that would do to the surrounding area if I mined underneath it. So I did, and I forgot to communicate to our server members about the gigantic ball trap hazard that I had on the map, and a few of our members got the what do you call it? The achievement reach hit bedrock or something, and I'm like, is that when you ended up with like the broken leg? And I couldn't understand how on their way to my base they got a broken leg. But apparently what they'd done is they'd seen me in the mining hole, so they'd headed towards there, and without rechecking, I'd already headed off towards my base, and they'd fallen down into the hole and broke their leg, and then had to continue up towards my base. But somehow they just never mentioned that they did that. I'm like, oh, okay. So you found my mine, did you? It sucks that this will be nighttime when I'm trying to show it to you, actually. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see it, but I'm hoping well enough. We're almost there. I've got to be pretty careful because I can't remember if I put blocks up around the outside or not. I normally do, just as a precaution. I think that was the problem. I didn't have the blocks up yet. Nearly there. Okay, here we come. Alright, we do have blocks. Nice. Okay, so this is my mine. Let's give you guys an idea of what I like to do in my spare time. So I'll just give you a quick run around the outside. It's kind of pretty big. So you can kind of just barely see over there, all the way over to the other side of the mine. Get over here. So I don't know. Oh shit, don't fall. Fuck. Fuck, fuck. I was going to say, I'm like, you can just barely see down there's a zombie. She must have got stuck in there some time ago. But yeah, this is my bedrock mine. I could not tell you how many blocks down that is. I know it's probably maybe close to 500 because I'm pretty sure I made a multiple stacks of blocks. I couldn't tell you for sure without toppling that thing and trying again to build them, but I don't have enough wood on me. But yeah, this is where and how I mine. So it would have been like there was nitrate, there was iron, It was steel. I know it's really hard to see, but it goes down pretty far. Oh, fuck. I actually don't know if I can get out. At least I can show you a bit closer. It's a giant scale wall. You can see like how freaking neatly I go down, but it also digs in underneath here too. So even though you can see like there is the edge, you can just barely see that crisp kind of edge there. And down here, there's the edge there. So it actually goes in by about 4 underneath there, so in that way. So if you're like looking here, this is the edge. It goes in that way by 4. All the way around. Now I've got to figure out how to get out. I'm pretty sure this side is the side that I can get up to a degree. Let's see. This is why I ended up making a box. I ended up in such a desperate situation. I had to call for Grim to come and get me and like come down with supplies and like food and water and boxes for me to get out. I have to dig my way up. Oh, man. So they can take fall damage. So if they fall straight down into that, by the way, I'm kind of protected where I am. If they fall down, there's a good chance they'll hurt themselves severely enough that you only have to one hit them to do any kind of damage. However, if I wanted to be real vindictive, I could make a whole bunch of spikes down the bottom of that pit, and when they fall down, they not only get the fall damage, but they also land on spikes. So I'm just going to try to dig my way out. Mind you, this is a lot faster because of the like mods that I have on this. I have an iron breaker, and I've got a bunker buster mod and a bigger fuel chamber. If I didn't have this, and if it wasn't a level 5, if I was doing this with a shovel, my god, no. Just no. Alright, let's go. I try hard not to have like a pathway to get down, just because the zombies will follow it down. When it was a sheer cliff, they actually didn't come down much. Come on. Oh fuck, I'm out of... Alright, well, chainsaw will do it. It's not designed for that, but it will do it. Come on. Come on, we need to get there before I run out of fuel. Otherwise, I'm digging with this. There we go. Because I don't have a shovel. Alright, I should be able to get out of this. Maybe? No? This is the difference with fists. Can you see why I prefer the chainsaw? The auger's out of fuel. I didn't bring any fuel with me because I wasn't intending to fall down it. Okay, so where is that hole come out? Sorry, here. Let's, I know that one of those zombies are digging right now, and I'm just going to leave them to their dig. A lot easier when this area goes kind of blue like this. Yeah, so I ran out of fuel, and that's the only reason why I put the auger down and started digging that there, so don't fall down again. Where are you? Obviously made a hole. Where are you? I do not want to fall down again. Alright. Yeah, so this is my level of digging. So if I go back to this side, for the love of God, I don't want to fall down that. I'll stand on this very, very carefully. So as you can see, when the fog rolls in, you can't see the bottom. So that's kind of like how I like to mine and why I have so many resources and stuff. Let's actually head over to that quest. But yeah, if I hadn't run out of fuel, which honestly, if I can get... where's my quest? Over here. Okay, so where's a trader? Here. If I can find fuel, I'll replenish my auger. Otherwise, I basically am hand mining stuff. I haven't measured the difference from A to B. Like I said, I did use those blocks. I did make like 500. I made a couple of stacks of 500 with what little wood I had dropped down to me. Unfortunately, most of my chests were locked at the time, and I had to ask Grim for what he had on him. So he just kept dropping wood down to me as he could. Oh, this area is terrible. Go back down. But yeah, most part, I would say it's at least 500 blocks deep. At least. We have done ones that are deeper than that. Like if you get a mountain range like up here, like that's obviously gonna, if you dig down, gonna end up as a deeper hole if the mountain range just keeps going up. But that one wasn't as deep as I thought it would be. And once you hit bedrock, it makes the exact same sort of pinging noise as you get when you go to the trader and you know, smack on one of the walls. So you know when you've hit bedrock. But yeah, it got pretty bad. I was down there and I was digging for so long, like literally, I think an in-game week or more. I mean, I'd been at it for a while. I'd been coming and going from that particular mining hole. And this one specific time, I just felt like sitting down there mining. I was just enjoying it. So I took down as many rock busts as I could. I took down what little food and drink I could spare the space of. I had my drone, which meant that obviously it filled up and I couldn't pick it up to glass it back. And yeah, I ended up in the predicament where I had no food, no water. She was so fatigued. I'd used up all the fuel I could possibly use up, and I had no way of getting up and out. And I was basically trapped down there. And it was going to be a scenario where if I did die, my drone was going to be at the bottom of this massive pit. The only way down was either like drilling straight down until I hit bedrock, or jumping down, breaking a leg, picking it up, and eating glass to get home. So yeah, ended up lucking out the fact that Grim was on the server that day, because otherwise, I don't know what, I probably would have just logged out where I was and been like, this will do. I'll deal with it later. This is honestly why I tend to get around with a lot of like wood on me as well, because like I can at least make blocks and climb stuff. But I also did that particular mine very purposely. I normally go down in like layered rings and like take off a layer at a time and then drop down the ring and then keep going, because otherwise you can get cave-ins if you dig too big of a cavern. You can also get it where what do you get it? Like it gives you some level of protection if you've got a cavern over the top, like if you're in a sunny area or a blizzardy area or whatever. But at the same time, it's just not worth it for when the rocks eventually crumple on you. So I do try to take it down pretty evenly, but this one I just kind of like got in the zone and didn't realize just how far I'd got down until it was bedrock. Mind you, we got so much. I wouldn't have even considered doing it until I got the stacks perk or book, whatever it is. I'll show you when I get to where I'm going. There's a skill you can learn, and you have to have, I think, a specific book to get it, to be able to turn stacks of like, I think it's 6,000, 9,000 or whatever it is of, I think it's 6,000 of resources into a stack of one that can stack like 5 or so of those 6,000. I'll get over here and I'll have a look. I want to get near the trader. Oh, here's a passing gas. I might be able to get some fuel. Alright. Hold up here. I'll do a few in a moment. Has this got fuel? No. I know in the back will. I know there's also zombies. Oh! Shit! I know there's zombies in here. I wasn't expecting them straight up in my face. Damn. Let's shut you. I know there's like dogs and shit outside. Let's take some of your water. That'd be good if you got it. Yeah, no, you've just got normal water. Alright. There. Ooh, there's a dog back here. Let's see, where's a canister? There. There's one. And one more. So I thought I could get up on the roof from here, but I don't seem to be able to. And that thing out the front will have some. Alright. I should be able to climb up on this, at least for now. They won't know exactly where I am, but I can refill my stuff. So, let's refill you. I should have enough to do both the auger and chainsaw. Yeah. Alright, sweet. Now, I need to repair that. Alright, so perks. Perks. So I have on the miner, I don't think it's in here. Let's see. It just does benefits for chainsaw and auger. Motherlode gives you more resources. I believe it's a book. It's The Art of Mining. Alright, you guys don't quite know where I am. That's alright. I'm looking for The Art of Mining. Right. This is the top one. Okay, so something in here gives you how to create stacks, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I never got that one. Let's see, blackstrap coffee, like resources. Here, this one. Okay, so if you get book number 5 of The Art of Mining, you're able to make compact stacks. Do you guys mind? Shush. Yeah, so if I was in here and I had, say, let's scrap you for a quick second. I can't do it with clay, but I can show you with this. It will come up with a recipe that I can do stuff with. It'll be like 30 seconds. What you have to say? You can drink some water. Can't hurt. Everybody should remember to drink some water. I have like a 1 liter drink bottle next to me at basically all times. And lately, even though it's summer, I've been failing to drink even about a liter of it a day, which is atrocious. And usually I drink probably 2 to 3 of these things a day. Alright, we're nearly done. Okay, so I could probably look it up, but I can't remember specifically what it's called. But recipes. So once you've got that book, let's see, where is it? You're gonna prove me wrong, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's a stack of 6,000. So once you've got 6,000 quantity of a ore, it does not apply for sand or clay, unfortunately. However, iron, nitrate, coal, any of that kind of stuff, once you have 6,000 of it, you can craft that. It takes quite a while. You know, you'll have in here however many you're crafting a stack of. Get a massive boost of XP from it. A really huge amount of XP for crafting it into a stack. And then it just becomes a number 1. Like literally like a stack of 1. But it looks slightly different. But then you can stack them up to 5, and that's 6,000 times 5 in a stack instead of 6,000 across like individual rows. So it's really worth it, and I sure as hell would not have wasted my time mining like that if I didn't have that perk. Yeah, so that's the thing, is we didn't know about it for ages. Also over here is Blanky's base. Actually, I might just go poke my nose in it, see how it's going, make sure everything's all good. Yeah, no, we didn't know about it for ages. There's a zombie in here. Should be able to make this. What are you guys doing in here? Must be a wall down. Maybe. Yeah, as soon as we learnt about it, as soon as we got the skill, it was so great. It was so amazing because you can also put those stacks of 5 straight up into your storage boxes and immediately just save so much space. Now, Flanky hasn't been on for like months, but I was slowly like planting and harvesting stuff for him so he had supplies. And I ended up finishing his little what do you call it, like bower of spikes, except I couldn't put one there. It's the concrete, and I don't want to remove it just in case he wants that for some reason. But yeah, we generally, for the most part, we actually tend to make a base here on the working stiff tools building. And I'll show you why, because I'm pretty sure Flanky's got the same kind of layout that we normally do. We patched that hole that's always there, and we turn this like back area into a solid thing. Um, no, I'm not going to tell him he's a quitter because he's had to start a new job that he hates, and he has absolutely no free time and no drive to play this because his job is awful. So I fully understand. I wish that he had a better job or more free time so he could come and spend time with us and stuff. But, sometimes you have to take a job that you don't like. And that's unfortunately what he's had to do. Um, I will read his bookcase though, because I'm pretty sure it should just have paper and a book. I'll put his book in here. But yeah, he's got like food and drink. Normally we use these racks that pre-exist, and we end up putting boxes and stuff on there. I'll just shut his door. That's his bike. All of his stuff. Let's see. We don't only have this, but I do get why he did that because it was right next to here. But we normally have in here, we have all of these like storage racks, and we fill them up with boxes of storage that's normally labeled. I don't particularly mind if stuff has a label or not. So in my base, I don't have any labels. You will have noticed that. And let's see, money, car parts, medical. That one's locked. That's probably his personal. Mods, guns. Do you have a dumping box? Because I don't know if you do. That one's jammed. I'm gonna have to just let's see if there's one that's got enough space I could probably just dump. That is all just closed, mods and guns. Let's see. Some of these will be jammed too. Yeah. So this is the other thing too, is why some of the players on the server, we don't have a collective base as much. We've tried it a couple of times, but we have a very different layout style of, like, for instance, a lot of the members have this kind of like individual sort of layout. And while it is very neat and visible, I hit this button so much, and then I have to spend so long trying to fix this back up. And I've done it a few times by accident. I'll put your book in here so you can get that later. Yeah. I think I was also storing stuff in his bike just randomly. Yeah, that's where I was putting it. Righto. I try to be conscious of other people's bases on my server because, everybody has their own space. Like, the one that we had last time that was here was insane. I ended up making this whole farming area out here, and then we had this was like an self-opening garage door. When you approached it, had a parking area. We fixed up this. I did end up working out how to fix this up, and you put these blocks above it. I'll try it at the moment. I'll see if I can do it. I don't have any clay, but I can make a couple boxes. So you see how this crap's all like indented and annoying looking? So if you do this, just watch. If I pick this back up, do you notice that's flat? It's completely flat in there. And so that's how you fix up an area. Bring it up to level. Just like that. And now, if he wants to fill this in, because he'll need either topsoil to fill in those spots, or he'll need, say, concrete or bitumen or whatever this is to fill in those bits. And it will fill in and become a flat surface. But if I don't think this is generally dug down that far, if you put that on top of it before putting boxes in here, you can flatten this all the way up to the surface without having to try to repair it at all, which is really super cool. Yeah, so we also had like this, what did we have at the top? We had like a gathering area on the one that we had like a bunch of chairs and stuff like that, like a little campfire here to kind of like just chill out at night. And I had it on one of my maps. It was so funny. I found a box here that was an enclosed box, just like looked like this, but like the wall. And I didn't think much of it. I'm like, oh, surely this is like just something I haven't broken down. And I broke it down and it unlocked. And I'm like, oh crap, this was somebody's little secret spot. And it turns out that Grim had a little secret spot there that looked exactly like an like opened box on the game. and I accidentally broke it apart. And I'm like, I made you a new box, but it's unlocked at the moment. You'll have to like, you know, lock that yourself and put a password on it because I thought it was just like I was doing general cleaning and stuff. And I'm like, you guys got to be careful where you hide your stuff. I might accidentally destroy it while I'm like maintaining the base and building stuff back up or whatever. We also ended up with, so we ended up enclosing this part over here. So I think it was like another door as well that you could kind of come in from. But we ended up having a underground cellar, a mushroom cellar right here. I ended up making these cellar doors and digging out underneath, like out here. Not so much that it would cave in, but just enough that I could get in there and grow my mushrooms without completely peppering the entire walls of the base because I'm prone to that, and I'm pretty sure it probably pisses some people off, but that's okay. Um, the mushrooms go on everything. Let's see. I was gonna take a quest, but it's actually almost one. So what I might do is I might bunker down in Flanky's base, and we might start off from here next Monday. And that way I can take some quests, and I've got that other quest just up here to do. So that'll be good. And I might swing past Norton's base as well and just have a look at his sort of design because we ended up with some really different looks for the Feral Sense map, which is this one. Just because you couldn't just make a standard base on the ground. Like if this um, if this working stiff tools base was mine at the moment, I probably would have completely demolished this front part of the building. I probably would have extended the wall across the other side and made it at least too wide, too thick. I would have probably removed those concrete panel things that are out the front that prevents you from putting the spiky thingies down. And I would have like fortified the crap out of this to probably about 5 or 6 high because the leapers, to my knowledge, I think the leapers jump about 5 bricks high. And as you can see there, as an example, that's 4. So they can jump over this fence if they really want to. I was surprised there was zombies randomly in here. My only thought is there's only one spot I didn't check, which was down this way. So this doesn't look like it's damaged, and I kind of jumped down here a little bit wrong. That's not damaged. I was thinking maybe they got in from like the wire part, like here, but it all looks to be intact. And so does the building. They may have spawned. It's just that they shouldn't have with the land claim. I mean, I'm not saying that it can't. I've had it so many times where if you go far enough away from a land claim, they will respawn in your base naturally. But those guys were walking around, like up and about walking around. So it was just a little bit odd. I'll go back up on the roof and I'll call it a day from up here. So next week, we'll be doing some. No, his land claim's still over there. They don't expire on our server. They've got like a permanent, what is it? Permanent linear time frame. They also have a really high, what you call it, durability. So if you're offline, the durability is even higher than if you're online. So people can't just come in and destroy this. They can build stuff on it, but once we put something down, we can't pick it up and we can't destroy it unless we want to spend like a good hour here. But yeah, I'll definitely probably take a couple of Greenland quests, maybe try to do a desert quest and a snow quest next week. Um, I won't touch his garden. I know I've planted a lot of that stuff, but I won't touch it just in case. And I'll explore a little bit about the town and see if I can find some more ATMs and what you call it. What are they? The vending machines. See if I can find some working vending machines. I don't think I've got coins. I got a little bit of coins. That'll do. Um, yeah. So that's pretty much everything today. Tomorrow I'm playing RimWorld, so if you're interested in checking out my RimWorld base, I've got a lot going on tomorrow. I actually have like a full page of stuff I want to try to like work on, and I don't think I'm going to have enough time in 1 3 hour lot to kind of like do all that. So we'll see how much we can get done. But the main thing to know is that I'll be taking on an ancient danger. So I'll be opening up a area that's what do you call it? A pre-built dangerous sort of area. It could have mecha hives in it. It could have people that I could take. It could have bugs that could kill me. So let's see how that goes. I'm hoping to end up taking maybe some prisoners if there's some people. So that would be really good. But thanks to everybody that came and hung out today. Everybody was, chatting away. Always like